Hi guys, and welcome to another beer review. And this is another one that was sent to me by the wonderful Tony Howard. Link is going to be down below. And it's from a brewery that I need to try more of their beers. I mean, I've had a couple recently, but yeah, they've always been a brewery that have had a pretty solid reputation. And for some reason, I've just lacked on trying their stuff. So we're going back over to the Thornbridge Brewery, and we are looking at a bottle of their AM/PM Session IPA, clocking in at 4.5%. So AM/PM has a multitude of tropical fruit aromas such as guava, papaya and passion fruit, balanced with a light malty character. Hops are Citra, Nelson Sauvin, Amarillo and Ella. And yeah, what a nice sounding hoppy pale ale. What was that? No, IPA, Session IPA. So I don't think I've ever had this one, but this is clocking in, like I said, 4.5%, 350ml bottle. Best before date is the 2nd of June 2018, and you've got the ingredients in a multitude of languages, and yeah, really nice looking artwork as per usual from Thornbridge. You get a nice label on the neck, and there is that iconic Thornbridge crown. So I have just pretty much taken this out of the fridge, but I was in the mood for a beer, having a couple of beers tonight, and the commercial stuff that Tony sent is pretty much what's being drank, to be honest. Using because I've already used this glass for the Pilyala beer that he sent me, which I didn't review because I've already reviewed it. But yeah, so let's see what we get with this one. Now, I can't remember if AM/PM is one of the Thornbridge beers available in the supermarkets. It might well be. It might be part of their core range. But it's always one that I've been wanting to try. And before I get into it, even though you might have seen the review already, a 20-minute epic, but just had this as well this evening, and that was absolutely beautiful. A really nice surprise. So I think this will be the last beer of the night, and after I finish recording this review, got myself a couple of packets of crisps because God knows I need it. And yeah, so having a bit of a chill Friday night. So beer in the glass then, and yeah, that is relatively hazy. It's not a haze bomb by any stretch, but it's not exactly crystal clear. Look, this sort of amber, coppery, rustic look to it. When you hold it up to the light, you get a really nice, intense amber tone in the middle of the glass. And yeah, beer poured with, well, the head's dissipated really quite quickly. But when I very clumsily swirl my glass around, which I thought was off camera, you can see that I've managed to create about half finger's worth of a slightly off-white head, almost like a pale eggshell colour. But yeah, that looks really, really nice and hoppy so far. Yeah, but yeah, nice golden hues, amber hues, what you'd expect from a Session IPA or an IPA in general, to be honest. I'm just actually surprised at how, well, it's not exactly the haziest beer, like I said, but you know, with these sort of breweries, you do expect it to be a little bit more filtered. But yeah, very nice indeed. Anyway, let's see what we get on the aroma. And it's that familiar, like, citrusy, fruity hops mixing with a sort of like caramel, malty backbone. That's a really nice smelling beer. Yeah, it's got that slight resiny, slight sweet savoury roasted garlic onion aroma underlining. But then on top of that, you've got loads of citrusy tones, tropical fruit, mango. Big hint of grapefruit on this one, like a pink grapefruit. Yeah, it's got that sweetness to it, like gummy bears, Roundtree fruit pastels. Not used that descriptor for quite a while. But yeah, it's so inviting. It's not the most pungent, but at the same time, it's not a really laid back beer. And yeah, I don't know, it's got like a cascade in there, but there isn't any cascade. It's probably, what I'm getting is the Amarillo and Citra. Those tropical yet citrusy tones. But yeah, smells really, really nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Cheers, Tony. It's not going to blow you away. It's not going to blow your mind. It's a very familiar tasting beer, but it's executed so nicely. And for a 4.5% beer, and especially a session IPA as well, it's got a much more bolder body than I was expecting, because these sort of session IPAs, I do find that they do get a little bit watery, but this, it is a little bit thin, but it holds those flavours really nice, and it is satisfying to drink. It quenches your thirst, it's crisp, it's clean. Lovely slight resiny tones, oiliness coming out of this one. That like really squishy baked garlic and onion sweetness yet savoury element is coming out as well. Lovely grapefruit hoppy bitterness on the back end, well throughout actually, and it sort of builds up very slightly on the back end. But yeah, it's like slightly tropical, your mangoes, a little bit of a peach character in there. Lemony, almost limey as well, hint of grapefruit. Yeah, it's a really simple but well executed session IPA, and it's one that I would happily pick up, a couple of bottles again, just to sit back and enjoy. Not much there to contemplate, but quality, very well brewed. And I know I've said in the past that some of the Thornbridge beers haven't really, really ignited a flame inside me. Which is true. This is probably one of the better ones that I've had. Not that I've had a bad Thornbridge beer. Don't misconstrue me as they make bad beers, because they don't. They know what they're doing. They've got the reputation for a reason. Very high quality brews. It's just sometimes I do find that they just sort of miss the mark a tiny bit. But with this one, yeah, it's the simplicity of it that really works in its favour. And it's definitely one of the better British brewed session IPAs that I've had for such a long time. And I'd happily, have a session on it. 6 bottles of this, that's your beer sorted for an evening. It's drinkable, it's enjoyable. It's more than drinkable because it's a really nice beer, but it's nice and fruity, slightly resiny, sticky, oily characters to it. I'll have to do at one point maybe what is it? It's Fatal 4-Way triple threat match between this, Neck Oil, and Dead Pony Club, because it's sort of in that ballpark. But I'm getting even hints of Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale with this. It's that dependability, that reliability, that familiarity, and that very solidly brewed, high quality aspect. So, like I said, not going to blow you away. It's not going to make you change your perception of beer world. I don't think it was brewed for that. It was just brewed to be a nice, slightly lower ABV IPA, but still packs that hoppy punch. And that's exactly what this beer is for me personally. Yeah, getting that garlicky, oniony flavour coming out, which is really, really nice. It's a lot more present than I've had in some beers, but it works really, really well with this beer. So in terms of a rating then, on Thornbridge's AM/PM, I'm going to give this one a very, very good score of 8 out of 10, and one that I would definitely drink again in the future. So if you've tried this one, as always, let me know your thoughts, opinions. Don't spill it on your leg like I just did. What's some of your favourite Thornbridge beers? What's some of your favourite session IPAs? Any recommendations, feedback, always welcome. Check out my Thornbridge playlist. Check out Thornbridge. Check out my Session IPA playlist as well. And most importantly, please do go over and check out Tony Howard down below, because he's an absolutely fantastic guy, and the beers that he sent to me so far have just been really, really solid and really enjoyable. And I've not even got into his home brews yet, which I'm very, very excited about. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed it, then the links will be down below as well. And I hope you will join me next time for another beer review. So, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see thee later. Cheers.